Okay, so one thing we have to realize is that everything is temporary, and especially emotions. When we're in a bad state of mind, we always have a mentality that this feeling that we're feeling is like forever. Like we're always going to be in this bad, depressed state of mind. And it's so detrimental because there's so many times in life where we're going to have ups, we're going to have downs, we're going to have a lot of different trials and tribulations. And one thing that we have to keep in mind, you guys got to keep in mind, is that everything is temporary and emotions are temporary. Emotions come and go. Understand that it's going to leave. Kobe Bryant, RIP to him. Kobe Bryant said that fear, pain, anger, all these emotions, the first thing that we think to do is get rid of the emotions. And that's one thing that you don't want to do. And the reason being is you want to embrace it. Let it come and go. Just like with good emotions, happiness, let that, embrace it. Don't be discouraged by it, but just acknowledge that, yes, I have these emotions. I'm an emotional person, or I'm going through something bad. Acknowledge it, because when you acknowledge it, then that helps you move on from it, So you have to understand that eventually it will reside. You will be in a happier place, and sometimes you'll be in a down place. It will both be there with you. As long as you live on this earth, you will have your ups, you will have your downs. But don't let that get to you to a point to where it affect your everyday life. Don't let it get to that point. Just embrace it. And a lot of people are temporary. It's a quote. Some people come for a season, some people come for a reason, and some people come for a lifetime. Some people will be here for a couple of days, weeks, months, years, whatever. You have to understand that if a person decides to leave your life, whether it's for a good reason, it's a bad reason, no reason at all, understand that it's not always a bad thing when a person leaves your life, because it's going to happen. Most times, 9 times out of 10, people will leave your life. And we always think of it in a bad way, because we're so used to having that person in our life. When they're gone, it hurts. It's a lot of pain when people leave our life. But you have to think about it from a positive perspective, because whenever something bad happens, there's always a positive to it. And the positive to somebody leaving your life is this: you learn something from everyone. Everybody that you meet, you learn something from every single person in your life. And the person who left or who leaves is no different. They could have taught you life lessons. They could have taught you how to do something. They could have taught you so many different things to where you can't go into your mind and just think, oh man, what a waste of time. No, it wasn't a waste of time, because you grew with this person. You learned a lot from this person. So even if whether they stay, whether they leave, it's never a waste of time when somebody leaves your life. And you have to understand that you should be happy for that person. If they're leaving for a business trip, or if they're leaving for wherever the greater need is, be happy for them. If you really love them, if you really care about that person, then whatever they do, you're fine with. Even if it might hurt, you still understand, and you're selfless. And that's the key word, selfless. When you're selfless, you understand, you can put yourself in that person's position. You know how hard it might be for a person who really loves you to leave you like that. So when you're selfless, you understand that they left for a reason, and you're okay with it. When you're selfish, you're holding on to these emotions. You're holding on to, man, I need this person in my life. You want them for yourself, for how the way they make you feel. You don't want to think like that. The quicker you understand that attachments isn't a bad thing, but it's certain attachments to where it can become a very bad thing if you let it. You have to understand that there's some things that you should never get attached to. And if you're a person like myself who gets attached very quickly, understand that you have to be in a position to let go. And that's the key word. You have to let go. Don't let go, and you force this person to stay in your life. You force this person to be with you, it's only going to make it worse. I promise you, I promise you, I promise you. Because the quicker you let go, the quicker you can move forward, the quicker they can move forward, and the quicker you can get on with your life. Because that's the thing. Life keeps going. Life keeps moving. Time never stops for no person, nobody on earth. It never stops. It always keeps going. You have to keep going with time. No matter what, you have to keep going. And the quicker you can keep going, the quicker you can pursue your goals, your dreams, whatever it is, the quicker you can meet new people. Because if you still stuck, if you still depressed about this person, this girl, this boy who left you, then you're not going to be open for new people, for new things to come in your life, because you're blocking that. Let go. It's not always a bad thing when somebody leave your life. Whenever there's positive, there's negative. Look at it from both sides. If you think about it from just the negative side, then of course you're going to be sad. Think about it from the positive side. What did I learn from this person? What did this person help me with? How did I learn? Did I grow with this person? If you answer yes to just one of those questions, it's never a waste of time. If a person decides to just dip and leave, it's never a waste of time. Because at the end of the day, as humans, the key is to grow. You want to grow as a person. Life is unpredictable. You never know when your loved ones will die. You never know when your friends will leave you, your family will leave you. You don't know the future. We cannot predict the future. Prepare yourself for those things, because it can happen to anybody or anything on earth. It can happen to you. But that's why gratitude. Have gratitude. Every moment that you have with people, every second, take that in. Enjoy it. Embrace it. Have gratitude. When you have gratitude, everything, you're going to enjoy everything. Embrace everything. It's a beautiful thing. Every moment that you have with your friends, with your family, with associates, with whoever, embrace that. Have gratitude. Appreciate the good times that you have with everyone in your life. Appreciate those times, because they're not always going to be there in your life. You know, death is uncertain. Tragedies is uncertain. Life is uncertain. That's why you have to always appreciate every second that you have right now. In this moment, as I'm speaking, appreciate the second that you have. Whether it's your friends, your family, whoever it is, appreciate the people around you. You know what I'm saying? And just take that in. Just think about it and reflect. And I hope that I can open up you guys, you know what I'm saying, and just get you to think about that not everything in life is always a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? If you're in a bad situation, if somebody breaks up with you, it's not always a bad thing. You have to think about it from the right side. Learn from everybody that you meet. Everybody has something that you can learn from. Whether it's somebody lesser than you or you think that's lesser than you, even though we're all equal. Whether it's somebody who has a lower social status than you, whether it's some bum off the street. Everybody you can learn from their experience, learn from their wisdom, learn from them, so you can apply that to yourself, so you can grow as a person. Learn from them. It's a beautiful day, man. It's a beautiful day. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I catch you guys in the next video, and I'm out.